Man, they kill me, man. I don't know what's wrong with people, man. Every day is something new. Now I'm the Breakfast Club. You saw him on the Breakfast Club. I still haven't watched that, Jeezy. I don't watch the Breakfast Club. Why do I watch that show? That thing when I did on Charlemagne, I told you I had to watch the show. It had came on. I remember I was up all night and I didn't even know the thing came on television. It was on TV. I'm like, that's that Breakfast Show thing. If I see that, somebody would send me a clip and say, man, Carcino, what you think of what he said here? Carcino, what you think he said there? I don't watch this show. It comes on too early, one. So I know I'm not going to watch that. And then I'm not one of those people that go there, break my neck to watch. I'm not in my 20s. Like, this is designed for people, who's in their 20s. I remember, I think somebody sent me a clip, and I'm watching the interview trying to hear what the person was saying. Cause I'm like, well, when are they going to get to the part? Because this interview is stupid. And it's not even an interview. They just want to ask you some of the dumbest questions on mankind, and then you got to answer it. Is it true you eat booty? It's like, what? This dude got a record coming out. You want to ask him about if he eating booty and all this stuff. And then they play along with it and go along with the crap. I'm like, I couldn't be on a show like that. That's just degrading. It's stupid. I heard you bought a new shirt. Is it green? It's like, to each his own. But no, I did not watch some Jeezy on there. And if we said the same thing, well, it's because it's what happened. I mean, I'm quite sure it wasn't exclusively on the Breakfast Club that people found out that that's what happened. Then the next thing, DJ Academics, that guy, and I see a lot of his videos because they're always above mine. And he got way more hits than I get and way less time. And that's fine also. I wish his page nothing but the best. But I watched a couple of his videos, and they are nothing like mine whatsoever. So I don't listen to his videos to steal anything. Like, you stole this from DJ Academic. I'm like, I'm listening to his video. I doubt this guy has ever met a rapper in his life. The majority of the people I talk about, I've actually met. I'm like, my goodness, what in the world what's wrong with these people? Like, we believe what he said. A guy that sounds like he's been in his room making videos and he's really good at that, which I don't knock. That takes some talent to have people engaged. But a lot of his stuff is like completely just like, oh gosh, this is just his opinion. He has no clue about what's going on there. Because there's some things you can't even talk about that's actually really happening in the situations that's happening or going down. There's a lot of stuff in the stories that I really cannot say because other people will be implemented. Like, dude, why you throw me under the bus? I've had like 2 or 3 of those. Like, dude, why did you even bring that up? I was like, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't have put that one out there. I shouldn't have just made that video at all. But you get in a groove, and that's what ended up happening. Like, for instance, I wasn't going to say anything about, well, I might as well say it now, because I didn't want to do it, but now that he's not on the project anymore, John Singleton, when he was removed from the Tupac project, and it's not because, about the other situation. It's just that it's like this. John Singleton has a very set way of doing things. Working with him, it's not always peaches and cream, from what I hear from people. Not saying the actors, but I'm talking about like staff and assistants and things of this nature, and he likes things to be in totally in his command. And this works with certain producers. Now, he wants it to all be his idea, coming from him. This is what John wants to do. And the reason why I want to say this is because I got a lot of people that are friends with John Singleton, and they probably don't want nobody saying nothing about this or saying something about John. But the reason why they did it is because he wouldn't listen to other people who had stories that they had with Pac, like Money B and all these guys who really was with Pac. But to tell you the truth, Tupac would be throwing a fit if he knew John Singleton was making his movie. Because Tupac didn't want to speak to, didn't want to talk to, and had nothing to do with John Singleton in his last years. And all of this stuff, John Singleton, like, I wrote this for Pac, and Pac this, and oh, Tupac was this. He was going to be in all my movies, and Tupac was the one. I mean, in the beginning, yes. But Tupac felt John Singleton turned his back on him when he needed him the most. And all he needed John Singleton to do was show up to the courtroom or write a letter to the judge and saying, to vouch for his character. And John Singleton, basically turned his back on him, didn't say anything to him. When he was like, man, you getting praised off of my performance in your movie. The least you could do is stick up for me. But then he was like, oh man, he's sold out. He with them. He with the studio. And Pac was upset because his acting career, everything was gone. He had the number one album in the world, and no one's trying to help him. He spent all his money on lawyers and cases and people he reached out to that he felt let him down, and John Singleton was one of those people that he felt let him down. So when he came back into acting, and when he got back hot again, he wasn't looking John Singleton's way. He didn't want John Singleton to help him do anything. He wanted to come in with some what he called the real brothers, like Curtis Von D. Hall and all the other brothers who were acting at that time. And he wanted to build himself up and make himself a star again, so he can get that Hollywood door back open, so he can go back into doing films. He wrote a movie about Nat Turner, and he was going to play Nat Turner. That was his ambition. That was his dream. That's what he wanted. That was his project. And now you see the Nat Turner movie coming out, and it's being accepted the way it is. So it's amazing that all of these things that he predicted and said, like, this movie's going to change everything. Like, people's going to see Nat Turner movie on the screen. We need a Nat Turner movie. And he was saying this, Pac been dead for what, 20-some years? So it's obviously he had the vision to see this. But there's a lot of things in there that I can't, say. I mean, there's still a lot I can't say. But I think I've said enough here. But when people are like, I don't believe you, you don't have to believe. Look, if you don't want to believe nothing we say, then fine, don't listen to it. Or just be entertained, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's all on you. You don't have to watch the videos. But to think like I borrow for these other guys that's making videos on there, I really don't watch like that many videos on YouTube unless somebody like send me a link and saying, hey dude, did you see this today? Or that's normally how the news come to me. I literally get hit with a lot of emails and messages And you gotta do this beef. You gotta do this beef. You forgot this beef. You said you was gonna do this beef. This beef, this beef. Did you see what Floyd said? Did you see what happened today? So that's how my day starts. And I have people from Australia, the UK. They don't know anything about time zones. They know what time it is where they at. Dude, while you up, you gotta be doing this. You gotta do that. And I go through these messages. Some of them are drop dead hilarious. And I answer some as many as I can. But you gotta understand, when you're getting 300 comments on a video, it's kind of like takes you to another level. Like, you cannot answer everybody. I try to. Just understand that some of the messages will go by. I will probably not see them all. And I appreciate like movie stuff, TV, radio. I really don't have that time where I could dedicate to making a show. Like on Wednesdays, we do the Rope-A-Dope Boxing Radio Show. For those who don't think I do boxing. Like I do, we talk about boxing. It's just that the majority of you don't want to listen. And it really hasn't been too many changes in it. But it's funny now because Floyd's not in it. And the same stuff is still happening. And I don't see anybody outraged, complaining, kicking over chairs, writing in. What's going on? Why ain't they fighting? What is this? Where is that? Where's the outrage? If Floyd was doing what these people doing now, you know what y'all be saying. So now all of a sudden, it's okay and it's acceptable. Because this has been going on since what? The beginning of time. Now, it was something else that went on that I wanted to address. Yes. I don't understand. Maybe it's some internet thing or some... This is not a blog. Meaning that don't just read the title. Come in the comment section and just start random conversations with people. It's like we can tell if you saw the video or not. Don't just read the title and just start jumping in with comments, because you make yourself look stupid. You don't even know what you're arguing about. It's like, did you even watch the video? Oh yeah, I went back and watched it. And I'm like, the video is 14 minutes long, and as soon as I post it, 30 seconds later, here comes a comment. I'm like, dude, did you even watch the video? Yeah, I'm watching it now. I'm just saying, such and such and such and such. I'm like, well, why don't you watch the video? Then if the video don't answer your questions, then you leave a comment. I never do that. I never just say, well, let me go ahead and leave a comment or something like that. I did do that once, only because I didn't want to forget. And I was on the mobile. I said, well, I do want to leave a comment. So I'm going to leave a question in there in the comment section and see if they answer my question back, because I do want to know. And then I put the question in there in the comment section, then I go back to listening to the video, because I do want to know what's going on in the situation. I mean, there's plenty of stuff that went on that I don't even think we can't even really talk about. Jesus Christ, can I talk about this stuff? I don't think I can. Yeah, I do that tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll see if there's a way I could dissect that one to where it could be told, because that's just bad. Nah, we had to leave that one on the back burner for a while. But yeah, enjoy this video. I guess you'll hear me saying I can't 1,000 times on here. And go ahead and follow the playlist. Go in there. I don't know if you can subscribe to the playlist. So just subscribe, or they should have a red button or something. They said, press the red button, I guess. But it's weird because these people spend money to try to have my videos taken down. As you can tell, if anybody should tell, I have no support whatsoever on my YouTube page. None. Meaning that I don't have no corporations. I'm not paying YouTube or Google for any hits. I don't pay for any of that stuff. So that's why you probably won't see my stuff if you subscribe. Because Google has become a business. And the advertisers run it, and the people who are in the marketing companies, they run YouTube now. Once Google bought it out, it just became a whore for business. And if you want something removed, all you got to do is pay enough money. And then they'll harass the person to death to see if they want to get rid of it. But see, the reason why that don't work with me, and the reason why I was able to survive it, is because I don't care. The money don't care. It don't bother me. If they're like, well, you're not going to make money off the video. See, some people that would affect. If they tell them they can't make money off the video. I'm like, I have so many other videos. I'm not worried about one video's not going to make or destroy me. So what I'm going to do is make sure I have the best video out. Period. And that's it. You know, we'll have fun with it. We'll do some voices every now and then to keep people engaged. Because it's fun. You know, when you tell the story, the voices. You know, but I think I've actually been kind to people. I don't think I've maliciously destroyed anybody. Somebody would probably say Meek Mill out of anybody else. And it's because of what they did. It's like everybody who tries to come after my page, Martin Scarelli has tried, the DMX people have come, what's his name, Meek Mill's people have come. If you try to attack my page, this is what happens. Just leave it alone. And as they can see, I'm not even like these DJ academics and other people who getting the 300,000 hits as soon as it hits the... I'm like, that's great for them. That's just not me. I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna pay to have nothing up there. I'm not finna do any of these things whatsoever. I'm gonna keep it just same way it is. We really started from the bottom, and now we here. We still at the bottom. We just a little bit better than the bottom. But YouTube is just an outlet to get people to see the truth. There's a lot of stuff that's going on that y'all just not leery of because you're caught into the idiot box. And the idiot box has expanded. Your attention span is shorter and shorter because of the idiot box. And we'll talk about that later. Because if I keep going, this video will be 60 minutes long. I'm out of here.